Call the meeting to order.
Recording in progress.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, everybody. We got a couple of thank you notes from one from Beth Armington and one from Carolyn Wood.
Oh, nice.
Our sympathy goes out to the Belair and Pratt families for the loss of their loved ones. Johnny Pratt. Any public comment for items not? There you go, sir, you're on.
The Planning and Economic Development Commission got together and we'd like to thank Martin Langenweil for his service and his dedication to the board. The contribution of ideas, the energy and enthusiasm that he brought were invaluable to our committee. We really appreciate his hard work and insight and the vast knowledge base that made the board's work so much easier in a whole bunch of ways. We just wanted to send him a heartfelt thanks for his service and commitment to our board, and we couldn't have done what we were able to get done without him. Easy to say. Again, many, many thanks, and best of luck for whatever he does in the future from the Planning Commission.
Thank you. Alex isn't here yet. So we'll go to town. Alex, is that you out there? Yeah. I went to the fire department quarterly report in just a few seconds.
Do you have a copy of that so I can just add it to the minutes?
Perfect timing, sir. You're on.
Are you calling me right up?
That's right.
Oh, wow.
We are efficient.
All right, well, I apologize for being late. I don't have a lot. I apologize, I didn't get a chance to get too much together.
He's not here.
See everyone. As we closed out 2023, we got dispatched for 272 calls for service. So that was an increase from 2022. We had 228 calls for service, and then in 2021 it was 264. So a little bit higher than 2021 and significantly higher than 2022. 77% of the calls that we ran were EMS calls, which is about what we've been trending, and 23% were fire service calls. So that's that on calls. The brush truck, that's in the process of being upfitted now. We have the bed on it. We have boxes mounted to it. We have the tank on it. We should have the last of the plumbing supplies that we need in by the end of this week. And currently it's up to Renault Brothers. We're making up some brackets for tool holders, boxes for hoses, making it fancy. So that's coming along. It'll still be a little while before that's ready, but we're feeling pretty good about it. We're pretty happy with how it's looking. Tonight we're kicking off our year looking at what the training ahead this year is going to be. We've got several members who we're gonna pour a little more focus into on driving and pumping operations, getting some of our newer members up to speed with driving and pumping. So that'll be some of the internal training that we're going to focus on this year. I don't know of any substantial out of department training that's up and coming, but we did have a couple members about a month ago went to awareness course on lithium ion battery fires and just the technologies and stuff around that. And I know we'll probably talk a little bit more about the capital stuff that we've been looking at. I've reached out to a few people regarding painting the building and the roof replacement. I still need to make contact with somebody regarding the furnace, and I'll talk to Dave Walker tomorrow and see who our contact at Coda and Coda is, so we can get a price for that. The tanker, that capital item, so we have a committee on the department looking at, they wanted to get a jump start on how we wanted to look at the new tanker replacement, what the pricing was looking like, and how we're gonna, what we need to set aside for that. And so that, Michael Root's on that committee, Travis Franklin, John Wielden, and then Chris LaFlamme. I think that's everybody that's on there. There might be one more, but that's all. They're kind of in the preliminary stages of that. I don't think it's safe to throw out any numbers yet. They've been looking at a couple of limited options, but we haven't gotten to the depth where we've explored every option. But it does look like if we're gonna go the route of a full replacement, that cost is substantially higher than what we've budgeted for. Just due to COVID increases, due to inflation and everything. And it also sounds like there's some other emissions factors that are up and coming that could even push that price up higher.
Two questions. Is the range of what you're thinking at for the pumper, the new one, is it in the like 1.2 million area?
No, I think it's under $1 million as far as
Okay.
I'm aware. But I think in the capital plan, we have 400 budgeted.
The balance is 390,000 as of June.
That's the one we had for 850, right?
No, I don't think so.
The 400.
400, okay.
Mhm.
So,
Sherry, I gave you the number on that. Yeah, I don't have it in front of me. But they have the,
so you got 250 toward it right now, am I reading that right?
it's got more than
No,
that.
I'm reading,
390.
I'm 390 plus another 30,000,
Yes.
plus
That
another
sounds-
30.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's like
420.
420.
Yeah.
So there's kind of a,
Let's see.
I think, wait till this.
No, go ahead, chief, I'm not finding it, that's all.
No worries.
Shelley, is this the sheet you made up, the
Got 420.
capital plan outstanding questions?
No, that's from Kat Baldwin.
Okay.
She couldn't be here tonight.
So you got 420 of
Yeah, everybody.
850,000, right?
Yeah, something like that, yeah. And what's the replacement due year is 26, is it?
Yeah,
Need year says 24, 25.
Yeah. So we're behind the curve with
Yeah,
that.
like we're there.
Yeah.
We didn't
But so they're looking at a few things. There's the dream truck that, what, probably the unrealistic one, but we're gonna look at it anyways, just for comparison. There's the in-kind replacement that we're looking at, as well as what would it cost to refurb or do something with the one that we have. And I think I haven't got enough information to say, yeah, I think we should go this way or that way. But I think we need that information so that we can look at it and say, okay, what are our true needs, and what is the best bang for our buck that we can get for the town. And it's a difficult market because obviously the pricing, but then from what I'm hearing, ordering a new truck is 3 to 4 years out.
I was gonna say,
And
you're
it's-
gonna be at least 18 months out before you got it, yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I don't like when, a salesman pitches that, there's gonna be an increase up and coming because of this emission stuff, and that could be an extra 50 or 100,000, or they don't even know yet. And I just, trying to get that fear factor stuff out of the way and just get the facts down
Yeah.
so that we can make a rational decision without jumping into something. I think that's the best approach that we can.
The other question I had, I don't know if they do this up here, I use it a lot down where I work but does the House of Correction in Springfield have any work crews that could come down and paint the exterior of your building?
I have no idea. I don't know.
I'm using, well, again, it's different, it's down in Greenfield, but we
Yeah.
use the Franklin County, work program for just about everything.
Yeah, we used them in our church in
Yeah.
Northfield.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
love to see something like that. I think that would be great.
I know there's been some of that some painting going on barns that prisoners were doing, or the workers were doing
I
in
mean,
Vermont.
yeah,
Oh,
It's not a bad thought.
excellent.
just a thought.
Yeah, I don't know where the contacts would be or how to pursue that, but that'd be
I'd ask Representative Coffey to give you the contact people you need.
okay, that would be great. Thank you.
Just, it may not pan out, they may not do it, but it was
Yeah.
just a thought.
So then on the radios, I wanted to, because I think there was some question on, I know we just purchased some radios, so why are we purchasing more radios? So the radios that we purchased recently, those are our portable radios, the ones that hang on our side that we take into the building with us and so on. The other radios that we're looking at in the capital expenses are the truck mounted radios. We don't have efficient communication with our partners south of the border. They're on like they recently upgraded everything to an ultra high band frequency with their state police stuff. So it's a completely different wavelength than what we're operating on. Plus, our radio, our mobiles on our trucks are aging. I do have, we've reached out to some vendors for some pricing. I'm gonna need to do something with our radio on our engine one. And I'm thinking it's probably gonna end up being a replacement, but my initial thought is I'll be able to pull that from the budget and just get that, paid for from my budget. But once I get those numbers in, I can, give it that.
I asked this at the last meeting, is there a safer grant you could go after for these?
We went in, we chased after it, and I think we had our best shot at it last year. I think they're gonna pursue it again if the funding's available. But Chief Goddard up in Putney had put together a package deal. He included Putney, Guilford, and I believe Dummerston and maybe one other department for our side, and then there was Wilmington and a few other departments that we had submitted tandem grants with the support of Senator Sanders' office and some others, and that fell through. But
Okay.
I think I don't know if it made it through the first round, but so it is being pursued, and I think if we can do something collectively like that, we stand our best chance at it. So that's kind of where that stands. I have an immediate need, and then we've got to plan ahead for what we're looking at down the road.
And you're still waiting on the assessment for the roof?
Yeah, I did reach out to a roofing contractor, and I haven't. I'll follow up with them this week and see what that's at.
How many radios for the vehicles?
Vehicles?
She's got 20 down.
No.
It's very misleading.
Yeah, I mean, well, we do have. I mean, I think it needs to. the 20 portables that we have, we need to keep that on
On a separate line though.
the horizon. It's nothing we need to budget for now, but
Right,
it'll be a capital expense later.
okay.
And then the vehicle radios, we have
Okay.
5. And then, well, actually 6, 7, including myself and Assistant Chief.
Ben, any questions? Tom,
No, thank you, no,
Jean,
No, all set.
thank you very much.
No,
It's a
thank you.
Great report.
thank you, Chief.
All right, good night.
You got it?
Thank you.
Okay, town admin report.
Let's see. I'm wrapping up work on the annual report. I'm just waiting for the last minute school financials and a couple more budgets from a couple departments, and I pretty much have it put together. So I'll be wrapping that up hopefully early. Continuing work with the town web folks to update the town website. And I received an email from Senator Wendy Harrison. I had forwarded that to everybody. Regarding a conservation and development solid waste disposal moratorium that she's proposing. And she noted that it would be helpful to have testimony from neighbors and folks who raised the issue and representatives from the town of Vernon to explain the concerns to the committee when the bill is reviewed. So I'll be reaching out to people who were at the last few meetings on that.
Oh, good.
She emailed me,
Yeah.
and that's all I have.
Thank you very much. Minute approval, December 9th.
Madam Chair,
Yes,
I move that we approve the minutes of the regular select board meeting on Tuesday, December 19th as written.
is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor, Brandon?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Jean?
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Thank you very much. Warrant.
I move that we approve payment of the following warrant. 13T accounts payable, $73,913.52. 51S payroll, $9,935.84. And 52S payroll, $16,103.65.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor, Brandon?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Jean?
Aye.
I'm an aye, motion carries. Fire department tanker. I think you just explained that.
Yep.
Yes.
Trash recycle, is Bob coming?
I put him on the agenda. He said that he could be at either meeting, and I asked him to attend. He didn't say that he wasn't going to attend. I
Okay.
can have him here for the next meeting.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. Finalize budgets. You're up, Shelley.
I'm up.
You're up.
I put together a categorical list of increases. It was in your packets. However, when it came to the cost of living increase, that was off and should be 27,078
That's in your packet.
for all town employees.
27,000.
078, 27078. So just to get an idea where the increases are, what's increased. Other than that, I don't have anything to add. Do you have any questions?
So we should have final figures for next time?
The figures that we currently have, I mean, that's taken into consideration all the increases that are already in that budget. I just figured I would break it down so that you could see it from a different perspective.
That's good. Do you want to go over it for pension?
Well, I think no, I'm not ready to do that.
To do what? Not ready to
For each individual?
We've
Oh.
accepted the budgets, but we haven't made determinations of the budgets,
Oh, no.
so I don't know. I don't know what the process
No, we need to set aside time to do that. The first part of the next meeting.
First part of the next meeting, okay. You don't wanna have a work session meeting.
Are you
Just do it at the
are
next
you
meeting.
guys open for a work session?
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I'm open to it.
I guess so, I mean, we got all these budgets and we didn't really ask the departments to change anything, so.
So let's have a work session.
So without capital, the budget's up $158,094 roughly.
It also doesn't take into account any articles.
Right,
That's just the budget.
right.
That's just this, yeah. I mean, there's, most of the things on this increase list, we don't have much control over. You know, the
No.
tax, county tax,
Right.
contracts, insurance, utilities, you know.
And there's the capital plan, that's a huge chunk.
Yeah. That's a whole,
As it's written.
that's a
Right
whole
now.
other. We need a work session on that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you wanted to look at that.
I'm seeing 158,000, there's what, 2,800 people in town? Right, roughly?
Most, right?
Yeah, so it's like $5,000 per head. If you take 150,000, if you take 3,000 people, let's just say we have 3,000 people and the budget's up 150,000, that's $5,000 per person.
What? No, that's crazy.
I know it is, but that's.
Because most people don't pay that all year for their taxes on their house. They're not even paying that much for their
Don't you mean 50?
taxes.
I told
50
you.
times 3,000 is 1,500,
I'm
isn't
getting
it?
50.
50.
5 times.
50, I'm a decimal point off.
Yeah.
A few.
On the bottom of this last page, I put what the increase would be
Yes.
per $100,000.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the number Tom asked for.
Yeah, I know,
Must have been
and I
his.
got those, I thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Tom, you're gonna pass part?
But it made everybody think.
It sure did.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
I was a
had
decimal point off, I
$41.
That makes a
apologize.
big difference.
I have
Yeah.
79.
I was 2 decimal points off,
Yes, you're
actually.
two off.
It's so easy to do.
Yeah, not,
All right, so,
most houses in this town are not even taxed. They don't even pay 5,000 a year.
yeah. We need a work session.
Yep.
We need to
Yeah.
decide what's ARPA's gonna cover too.
Yeah, because the amount of ARPA that I took into account was what you guys voted on last year. You voted a certain percent for last year and a certain percent for this year, so that's what I used, but you have the right to, I mean, you have the ability to change that if you want to.
To underwrite the budget,
No, but you have the right to say, we voted to do this, but let's do this.
What do we have left in the fund, ARPA?
It's about 300,000 left.
Can, I keep forgetting to ask you this, can you get a report as to what has been
Absolutely.
spent, you know, like exactly what it was and the amount out of that fund?
Absolutely.
That would be great, thank
it's
you.
290,
Great, thank you.
it's 85.
So
it's
do you want to schedule that
250.
meeting now?
Put
With
250.
everyone's availability?
Yeah, okay.
I don't have a calendar with me, it doesn't matter.
How much were those radios again?
What lights are good for you?
They're all the same.
All right,
Yeah, I am too, other than having a trustee meeting once a month, so.
I have a meeting on the 8th and one on the 15th, but those are Mondays. What about you, what nights are good?
I'm okay, I don't know when I'm gonna get called for a meeting that I'm gonna have to go to, but pretty much next week is pretty wide open.
What, after Tuesday?
Bear in mind that taxes are due next week.
On the 11th, which is what,
So-
Thursday?
On
What's the
Thursday, and my office is open late,
Late.
Wednesday and Thursday.
What about Tuesday?
Tuesday works?
Tuesday'd be all right with
Tuesday's
me,
good.
yeah.
Same time,
Yeah,
6:30?
means I'm gonna have to take it home with me this week
I think
instead of
Tuesday-
leaving it here
I
so
think
I don't
Tuesday
lose
would
it.
be great. All right.
We
wonderful.
try not to close anything.
Yeah.
We do need an executive session on a personnel issue.
Yeah.
Are you done with me?
We are just again, we're out of here before 7.
Oh, look at that.
So do your best.
See,
Go
we'll
home.
let you out early, but you gotta come back next week.
Yeah.
But we let her out early.
Right. Glass half full scenario, right? All right, Madam Chair, I move that we enter into executive session in regards to the appointment or employment or evaluation of a public officer or employee.
Push it with your.
Is there a second?
Oh,
There you
that
go.
wouldn't
Much
be,
better.
right, we're doing it under 2 or 3.
I'm getting there.
Good night.
Have a good
Good
night.
night.
Thank you.
Here.
Yeah, probably 3.
Yeah. We're gonna make that motion to go into executive session in regards to disciplinary or dismissal action against a public officer or employee.
Is there a second?
Second. Wake up.
All those in favor, Brandon?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Jean?
Aye.
And I, we are in executive session at 6:56. Okay, we went into executive session at 6:56, came out at 7:01, no action was taken. I'd entertain a motion.
I move to support and authorize the town administrator to undertake any personnel action as she sees fit in regards to the personnel problem we are currently experiencing.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor, Brandon?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Jean?
Aye.
Motion carries. Our next meeting is January 16th. Well, no, it's next Tuesday, which will be January 9th to be the work session.
And there'll be nothing else on the agenda next week but the budget, unless there's an
Work session.
emergency.
That's correct.
All right, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Brandon?
Aye.
Tom?
Aye.
Jean?
Aye.
We are adjourned at 7:03. Okay, Tom.